you know how everybody's always like, oh, you have to be delusional, you have to be delusional, you have to be delulu. But I feel like there aren't ever instructions on how to actually do it. And that's what I'm gonna do in this video with you. I've spent the last maybe 10 years listening to different meditation videos, different talks, devotionals, the whole nine. And this one video that I saw this morning is probably the most influential video that I've had probably in about like 9 or 8 years. You need to basically reverse engineer whatever it is that you're hoping for, whatever it is that you're believing for. This is like one of my favorite things. Our brains are fundamentally wired to receive whatever it is that we're telling it over and over and over. So I have this saying, you need to make sure that you are only making room for good things so that the bad things don't even have room to root. Instead of picturing yourself in the future, hoping and wishing and dreaming for whatever that thing is, which is something that I very consistently have done. When I do affirmations, I say I am, but I'm still always thinking in like a wishful way, putting that good energy towards whatever it is that I'm believing for. In the video, he said what you want to do is actually the opposite. You want to operate from a place where this thing has already happened. Whenever you have a memory of something, it's just a memory, right? It's a memory of something good. It could be a memory of something bad. It could be a memory of something neutral, but your brain knows that it's something that already happened because it's a memory. He said the way you want to frame whatever it is that you're believing for, whether it's money, a spouse, a job, a house, a place you want to live, whatever, it is important to tell your brain that it's a memory. Maybe you're asking, what does that look like? So essentially the exercise is take the thing that you want and you pose it as if it's a past memory. So say for instance, something that I'm genuinely looking forward to is having a big plot of land. We have houses on it. We like people can come, like it's a community, it's a whole thing. Instead of saying, oh, I can see it happening, I want it to happen one day, I put a memory in my head that's just as concrete as when I met my husband, and it feels good, right? Or just as concrete as the first time I held my babies. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, I just love being at our compound, love being at the farm, love going to the country house, love going to the mountain house, love being there. We're there, we have family there, we have friends there, we do 4th of July there, like whatever it is. I'm just building all these different thoughts around a memory that I am creating in real time. Then from there, you work back to the beginning. So then you're like, oh, I remember the first time we saw the house, I remember the first time, and it's just this visualization that you're literally building a blueprint for your mind of this memory that your brain is trying to catch up to. I've always had this perception that like God is obviously infinite, and whatever it is that we're believing for, it's just a matter of us getting in alignment with what he has for us and timing. But our brains are just kind of like, oh, this thing is happening, we got to get to this memory. Like, where's the memory? How can we find the memory? And then naturally you will start moving and gravitating, and God will start putting the pieces together to get you to this thing that is so clear in your mind for something that is a part of your life. So there are 2 exercises that will be my takeaways moving forward. First thing, when I wake up in the morning, before I get going, before I even open my eyes, I will lay there and I will think back to that feeling, that memory that I've created, that feeling of it being normal. This is super important. You gotta perceive it as being something ordinary. Because if we're thinking about how it's gonna happen, first day it happens, sometimes that comes with like anxiety, right? Or like jitters, like it's the anticipation, it's the wondering, it's the like unknown. But if you're thinking back to it just being an ordinary part of your life, to a sense of normalcy, that will calm your nervous system. That will make you feel at peace and at ease. So first thing, when you wake up for 2 minutes, sit in that place. Just let yourself be there, let yourself enjoy it, let yourself be settled in the moment. The house is already decorated, you've already had a few get-togethers, you've already done whatever the things are that make you feel like very anchored and secure. Tap into that, okay? Then, before you go to bed, right before you close your eyes, hopefully you're not like passing out like me, but it's a practice, so that means you gotta commit. You lay down and you just think to the future, but you're not thinking to like, oh, like when we finally find the house, or when we finally find the land, or when I finally meet the guy, or whatever it is, thinking past that. Right? So your visualization is you laying there, and your memory, that you are just simply there. Maybe you're on your patio, or you're on your deck, or whatever it is, and you're looking at the mountains, or maybe you're just like surrounded by friends and loved ones, and everything is steady and calm, and you're already settled, and it's already a part of your life. Last thing I'll leave you with is one of my biggest prayers in this season is, God, please, whatever it is that I create in this season, I want it to be sustainable. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older, maybe it's because I have kids now, but I want to create things that are going to last. So I think part of this exercise for me is tapping into this memory that feels safe and secure and stable. Anyway, if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. Okay, love you, bye.